Hey there, I'm Diana and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking all about what is in my Disney park bag, and I've actually put together a full Amazon shopping list that you can refer to for all the things that you need the most in your Disney park bag or going to really any theme park. This is one of my most popular blogs on the blog and something that people are always looking for information on. What do they need when they go into the parks? What should they pack and take with them? What should they leave behind at the hotel room? So I'm going to link down below the blog post that has the full packing list for your theme park bag. But let's go over today some of my favorite items to put in my theme park day for a day at Disney parks. So I've got this cute little graphic for Disney Park Bag Essentials, and I'll link all this down below, but this kind of helps keep me referencing the list that I've already put together. This is the bag that I used on my most recent trip. We had such an amazing time at Festival of the Arts, lots of days at Epcot, and I love these canvas bags because they're light and easy to use. It's got the two straps, and then it also has a little bit of extra room from the regular Loungefly bags. So you've got the fun details on there, the fun Disney prints, but a little bit more room than the bags that tend to be rounded. So a lot of times I'll gravitate towards these just because I do have to carry some extra things, some camera equipment and things like that that are a little bit abnormal for your theme park bag. But everything I'm going to show you today should fit down inside either a regular backpack or a regular Loungefly bag, the small mini backpacks that are super popular to take into the parks. So let's dive in, and first of all, I'm going to share one of the, I think, essentials anytime you're going to Florida. I have either a poncho that is reusable or tossable, and a light packable jacket. So I actually typically bring both of these. You can probably do one or the other. I like using ponchos when it's really hot outside because you're just gonna like put them on when it's that downpour of rain that they have in the summer, and then you can just take it off and ditch it and you don't have to worry about carrying it around. But on this last trip, since it was in the winter, I found this really great packable jacket, and it actually folds up to be really small, so you can see it doesn't take up that much space down inside your park bag, and it just rolls up. And I did actually have to use this a couple days. It had a hood, so I was able to actually put that over my ears and stay dry. So these are really great to have, and I've actually gotten the kids this to take to a summer camp as well. So poncho or a light packable jacket is always good because it's Florida and you just never know. Also, because it's Florida and the sun is quite hot, I always try to pack a sunscreen down inside my park bag. I really love this Kula brand. I have this in a number of different varieties. I have the face stick, I have these small travel ones, I have the larger sprays, and these are great. We take these to the pool, and I also use these in our kind of travel bags to have some sunscreen on hand because the sun in Florida is like nowhere else. You can get sunburnt there very quickly. So I always try to get a higher SPF and have that on hand in the park bag to be able to reapply throughout the day. Then we didn't necessarily need these on our January trip, although I did still see people there with these fans. But these Mickey fans and just a personal fan in general are perfect to have when it is super hot outside or you just need some extra air. I have about 4 of these, one for every person in our family, and they just provide a nice cooling effect. I like that you can just kind of put it wherever you need it. A lot of times I have it up here if it's like kind of in the hotter months and you're just like sweaty. So I love these little fans. They're super cute and they come in a ton of different colors. And they also came with these little clips on the back so you can easily clip them over your hand and hold on to them. So these get a ton of use whenever we're on our trips. Another item that I try to keep handy regardless of time of year are these portable chargers, and I actually carry a couple different varieties with me. I do have the fuel rods, which you can change those out at airports, and they have a number of kiosks directly on Disney property. I have this double USB charger which charges super duper fast. It's a power bank, and I take this into the parks with me in case I need to charge multiple items at a time. Hot tip, if you're going through security, you just take all of your power banks and everything, they're going to set off the metal detector, and you just put your arms straight forwards and you just walk through like this. I just look like a zombie every time I go through. But these two are power banks. I use this if I'm plugging in multiple items, but then this is one that I recently have gotten for a number of trips, and I actually just use this around here around my local area as well too. But it is a lightning charger that goes right into the bottom of my phone. It actually came with a charging cord that fits the lightning charger because this has a lightning port on it to charge it as well. So that's handy because you get an extra cord. It came in with this really great carry case. And the nice thing about this is that it just plugs right into the bottom of your phone. And you can carry it around like this. You can still take pictures and use your phone while it's charging. So this has been super duper handy. And like I said, I use this not just when I'm at Disney, but actually right when I'm around in my local area and everything. I just keep this in my purse now because it's so compact and easy to use. Another park bag essential are wet wipes. I usually keep some sort of hand sanitizer and wet wipes on hand, so this variety changes depending on whatever I have accessible in my house, but especially if you're going to one of the food festivals, it's kind of nice to be able to wash your hands off or wipe your hands off in between areas where there's maybe not a restroom right there accessible. So I definitely always use these on every single trip, regardless of whether it's me or with just the kids or with, you know, a girlfriend trip. This gets used every single time. So it's not necessarily just the kids is what I'm saying that use these. Everyone uses these. And so they're really super handy to have. And also things like this, I love sticking down inside a fun little pouch. I have this in a couple different colors. And I use this as like my first aid kit. I'll put band-aids and things like down in here. I have linked down below. You do want to have some first aid items with you. I actually have a whole kit made up that has band-aids and ointments and all of that and keep it down inside a pouch. But you can actually, if you don't have one made already, Welly makes these really cute mini to-go cases, which you can just get everything in one little case, drop it down inside your pouch or your backpack, and you are good to go. So I like to have band-aids with me because you just never know what's going to come up, especially feet stuff. If you have a shoe that rubs your foot. This time I was wearing sandals, and I normally have no problems with these sandals, but I got, this is probably TMI, but I got a rock stuck underneath my foot, and I just cut my foot just a little bit. So it was nice that I had a band-aid on me in the middle of the park, so that way I wasn't just like rubbing dirt and stuff into that cut. So that was handy to have some just little first aid supplies on hand. So if it's just a little cut like that, you don't have to trek all the way to wherever the first aid station is. So it's just handy little items to toss down inside, and I love these pouches to kind of group all of those together so they're easy to find. Another item that I typically have down inside my backpack is a belt bag. And I love these because it makes like just the most accessible things that you need, like your phone, your debit card, whatever you want to have accessible, you can keep right here at your person. But you don't have to be digging through your backpack and everything. And I do usually toss one of these down inside. The day that we went to Animal Kingdom, I used it a ton just because it kept everything accessible. It's nice for the festivals just to be able to grab your card out, swipe it, get your food, and be able to move on. I do actually still carry both of these because, like I said at the beginning, I have a lot of camera equipment, which is unusual, and I have to have a bigger bag to carry things than this. So definitely if you are a mom and you have kids, you're going to need to carry maybe snacks for them, wet wipes, first aid kit. You're going to want a small backpack to carry all of that in, but it's nice to have just your personal essentials right there handy for you to be able to grab while you're walking around. Another thing on my park bag shopping list are some ears. So I have a couple varieties that I love to share whenever I'm sharing packing list tips for your park bag. There's a gold bow pair, there's a blue bow pair, but this is a pair that I most recently got on my trip. I will link them all down below depending on if you came from one of the blogs or not. If you're looking for those ears, there's a gold one, a blue one, and then these. And I absolutely love these on my trip. They were nice and light. They didn't take up that much space to pack, and the color looked fantastic with all of the pink and purple outfits I put it with. I really, really love these, and I would definitely be using these on a future trip as well. More fun in the sun preparedness items. So I put cooling towels on my list, especially in the hottest months of the year. You're gonna want some cooling towels. You just wet these down and then squeeze it out, and then you can easily just put this around your neck and it instantly starts cooling you down. So it's really, really nice and handy to have some cooling towels around. We personally got these when we were at Disney one trip and have used them on multiple trips since, but I've linked a really great value on Amazon that you can put in your shopping cart and it has 4 different towels in there. So if you have a whole family, everyone gets their own towel and you can use those on the go. It's nice because as it starts to wear down, you just go re-wet it again, squeeze it out, it activates it again, and you can stay cool the whole time. So we definitely couple cooling towels, which if you're going in a hotter month, I have a few other recommendations for you. Now, just in the hottest months of the year. So if you have a trip planned for June, July, August, September, and even one year on November 1st, we were there and it's 101 degrees. So it can happen at all times of year, but especially those hottest months. We really love these personal fans that actually even have a cooling plate in the back of it. This was an essential item when we went last June, at the end of the month in June, and it was just very extremely hot. Everyone had one of these, and it was really, really helpful to keep you cool. So it was like you literally added this fan and this fan together, and you used both of those walking around. So you definitely have to start adding up solutions when you're there at the hottest time of year. Another thing I like to recommend is this battery powered fan. I've taken the batteries out of it, but you can put water down here in the bottom and actually just spray the water out. My kids especially really, really love these, so it's nice to use whenever it's super duper hot, and it's something fun for them that they can spray the whole family and keep everyone cool and hydrated. Last tip is don't forget your sunglasses. I've linked a number of different pairs. If you watch my videos, I typically wear Diff eyewear sunglasses, and those are a crowd favorite, but I also really love the Sohos brand. All these are the Sohos brand on Amazon. I have shown a number of different outfits wearing their sunglasses as well. They actually have a huge variety of sunglasses, and so these work great just to toss down inside your park bag and make sure everyone has a pair of sunglasses while you're on the go. Other than that, if it's the hottest time of year, I might put a face stick of sunscreen down inside there, and like I said, I always have bits and bobs of camera equipment and gimbals and extra batteries and all those things that I have to haul with me that not necessarily everyone will have to haul. Make sure you have enough room down inside your park bag to carry everything that you're personally going to need. If you have little ones that need diapers and all that sort of stuff, obviously you're going to need to pack accordingly, but I have used everything from a tote to a little mini backpack to you can even get a great little foldable backpack that doesn't take up that much space in your luggage if you're flying, which are great pieces to have once you get there, and you can always use it to put items in that you purchase while you're there, and it's extra carry-on on the way back. So just another little tip, when I can tuck away an extra little carry-on in my suitcase, it always seems to work out pretty well when I'm at Disney. So hopefully this has been helpful to help you plan what to put in your Disney theme park bag. I have a full list down below that you can check out, and also head on over to the blog for more tips on what to pack when you're headed to Disney and what to put in your park bag. So let me know if you have any questions down below, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.